What up, anime fans? I am back. Viewing Bleach Thousand Year Blood War Part 4 The Calamity Episode 1. The final part of the Thousand Year Blood War arc. Yep. And it's rumored to be 10 episodes. I'm getting almost one, my bad, but I'm blowing my face. I decided to stop doing weekly reviews for but making sessions for some of the big anime airing, like Bleach, Uncovering Black Clover. Also come. So I plan to cover those, but do it at my own pace. Because that way, I don't anime to worry about for a bit. I can feel free to do it when I can. And hopefully it will help me ease back into weekly reviews. I really am trying, so I'm starting low by little for now. To ease myself back into this. So, yeah. I will finish up other reviews too. When I can. I'm thinking tomorrow to do some pre-kill reviews by the time I catch up later on day. But problem is, only 2 minutes I can catch up on for a bit. I can't finish out Gab Infinity or watch Kagusa or watch Megaphone because the total sites I use has shut down. Yeah, I don't know where to watch them now. It's fucking ridiculous. This is me off. They want Western fans. They have low birth rate. Japan has low birth rate, right? So they won't get Western fans in the franchise. So I'm using Zets on. They're using Zets with English subtitles. But yet they take down sites that give us subs a tokusatsu, something we can never watch before and enjoy. But don't they take it down? If you want to get people into the franchise, but don't want piracy sites, release all your fucking franchises subbed. It's not that fucking hard. God, that means I can't watch Super Sentai or Kamen Rider. This is the worst. This is just the worst. So I'm begging you guys, help me with this one. Can you help me find a good tokusatsu site that's not being affected by stupid decisions? Why is the companies making so many bad decisions this year? Sony is the most recent, and they handled Crunchyroll with locking a store behind a paywall, and Sony no longer releasing physical discs for PlayStation 6. So, no recently was this starting 2028. They just want to piss people off. They want to lose customers. This is just fucking ridiculous. Why can't these companies make good fucking business decisions that won't piss anyone off? It just can't help but get annoyed. It's just not fair when you think about it. Toys not properly capitalising on the Western market. Like we got Zets here, but not releasing the Toys Western side. And they said I remember correctly, Shout Battery said they will release Gab and Infinity on YouTube alongside Zets. But no, they never did that. They changed their minds on the last second. But it's a new franchise. You want to get people interested, right? And that's your Western market. And if you're able to start this new franchise, it can work. Still against the idea of being short run. I'm not too keen on the new season. Not watched the episode. Well, just lots of cool ones. Most about it doesn't really. Or it's most about it like Pokemon. Doesn't really work. It doesn't really work at the tokusatsu. I'm not too keen on the protagonist as suit. Like, this is so obvious. They're just trying to cling to the Pokemon trend. The bandwagon. Decades too late for that, mate. It's a shame. And this series will be short too. Most likely you won't be able to watch it even when it starts, even when it's get by new sites. It's just a real bad time now, being a fan of Tokusatsu. That means I can't go back and catch up on reviews on Agito and Kabuto. Because, again, Toy YouTube channel, Toy Tokusatsu, moves 2 episodes after like a few 2 or so weeks. After 2 or so weeks. We're on there. Why are these companies are making so many dumb decisions? What's the point of having a Tokusatsu channel if you can't watch Tokusatsu? It's called Toy Tokusatsu. I know this is not part of me, but I can't help but just complain about this now. Not on my mind lately. Like, what's the point of having a channel if you just don't properly release all your Tokusatsu on there? What's the whole point? Huh? What's the whole fucking point? Why? It's been around for like 6 years now. Because I was looking at trying to find sites earlier, and I found articles about Toy Tokusatsu saying it was coming, that they were starting it. It's just so hard to be a fan of something, especially Tokusatsu. Power Rangers is easy to watch because they're all over it. When these all sent out and come out on the internet, on YouTube, Toy. Come on, why are you so stubborn about this? Like, it's just Batman is so stubborn about this. Ow. I'm sorry, I know this is another review. I did not mean to go on a rant. But sometimes I just can't help it when something really gets on my when something goes on my nerves. So I apologise. I really do. And I just get into Bleach before I go on another rant. So we open up with Hawk having a dream of Ichigo fighting him in his phone room. But Ichigo's phone looks like how he did before the Fullbin arc. If you're not familiar with Bleach, then what the hell are you doing here? In the events of the Fullbin arc, Ichigo, during the events of the Arancar storyline, which has got divided into multiple parts, ending with the Bell and Big Kirito, Ichigo ended up using a technique that made him lose all his cerebral powers. And we get a time skip of a couple months. So yeah, but during the specific events of that arc, which I will not spoil if you've not seen that one, is a great arc. Surprised with a twist in it. That's all I'm saying about that one. Ichigo managed to gain his powers back, but with a new appearance. Due to him having another set of powers he gained that time during that arc. So merged with his Shinigami powers, giving him a unique new look. So it's weird that the Ichigo in the flashback in Yu Hawk stream looks how he did before the arc. Interesting. And since this dream, Yu waking up out of the dream takes place some point early on in the story, some point early on during the battle at the palace. Like some battle fans. So it seems to take place after Hashimoto versus Basby, as especially Basby saying his lines he said to Hashimoto after his defeat. And he says, "My son of darkness." And after the new opening, which is pretty good, shows us some specific fights we'll see. Not that many, because this is the last part, which is going to be 10 episodes. So, overall, at this point, the story has to have 3 major fights. Askin, Gerard, and Neilhawk. Main three villains left. And they're gonna be tough. So don't play that. Multiple characters take on one opponent. Oh, we get a very cinematic transition into where we last left off with Uryu. Kind of. As we had the same conversation we had with Ichigo in the last part. Like I said, the transition is very cinematic. And we see some things. We see Basby's dead body. We see, well, we don't probably see it. We just see him a white figure with blood. We see Valkyrie, the fight against Valkyrie and Askin. It all takes place a bit earlier. After the scene from the last time. Ichiro is overhearing herself. Look on her face. That's what's fine. She said she's relieved that Ryu is not. She didn't believe he joined the Queen Siege, but hearing him directly say it reassured her. That's an issue that she knows. Earlier on, the three are attacked by statues. It's split up from Chad. Tells her to go on ahead, you can handle yourself. Don't worry, but Chad gets a thumbs up. We usually need to go. It's like Ganju shows up. And when he shows up, Chad has a goofy expression on his face. Ganju's a little mad that they left him behind. We better fight together. Ganju hasn't had a proper fight since his battle against Yumachika all the way back in the Soul Society arc. Christ, that was a while back. That was the second major arc. I like you. Good to like Yumachika. Him and Ikaku are great characters. No, Cruz actually. Is Big Mignon still wasn't Ikaku? You don't know. There was this whole controversy surrounding him a couple years ago that's still kind of around. As some backlash of appearing. There's a backlash of appearing in a recent convention. That's still going on? Or is it a new controversy? I don't know. Well, the previous controversy was Funimation's fault. Big Mignon is a well-known actor and singer. Many recognize him as the singer of the English dub of One Piece's opening. Also, Jungle World GT's opening. And one of the many few singers, Funimation singers, of Dragon Soul by Dragon Ball Z Kai. He also played Rohan Kishibe in JoJo. He's also Ed, that's it. Edward Elric in Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood. So, yeah. So I don't know what controversy he's going to now, or is it the same one? Guy can't catch a break. If he is innocent, that is. I really don't know. Yeah, complicated. So. After that, we get transition back into Uju's fight against Hashward. Uju figuring out he might not be if he might not be able to see all the future. So he starts to test it out with all powers. Hashward's definitely strong thanks to the Almighty's power. Uju struggles in the fight. It's not just like sees a sort of rift. We gotta catch up with Jinta and Uro. And Sakai Sasuke, I forgot his name. Sorry. We haven't seen them at all in a while. I think this is their first appearance in the 1,000-Year Blood War. I think. And it's been, oh god, 4 years. Actually, the plot began 4 years ago in 2022. Wait, was it 2021? Powerful came out this year, 2026. It's been 2 years. It could be. Yeah, 2022. So 4 years. Christ. And is the magic is the true goal. As you have planned all this. You have planned all this to create to create a new world, destroying all three realms, create a new world for and only for Quincy's. Uru has another goal to stop them from doing that. Even back after his whole stand-in earlier, I think that's what it's called. Anyway, I got to another fight, and it's Yorichi versus Askin. Askin doesn't really have much injuries due to his ability. He can absorb damage. Yorichi looks more haggard because of that. But Yorichi doesn't have much time when she wants to save her brother. Just poison or something. Luckily, Uha shows up. We got a comedic moment as he's looking at her butt. A bit funny. It's a little bit. But he obviously injected her with something secretly, the type of guy he is. Managed to escape for now. Briefly, just for a few seconds. We learn that Uehara and 4 others are big threats. Ichigo, Kenpachi, Ichibei? Yeah, Ichibei, I think. Kenpachi. The fifth one's going on the reading set. I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah. Hey. Yorichi questions how much time it wears off. Uehara says 5 minutes. All she needs. It stops her, suggesting she should do that again, which he refuses. Basically, it's a form when she's half naked, and she really does not like that form. Because she's half naked. Well, that doesn't sound like her. Trust me, she's wet. Like, she wears a suit. She wears a bow suit. As very shows her curves. No. Yorichi, you're attacked by asking. Yorichi fine. As an Uehara was thinking in the background, as a sketchbook with someone saying, once he turns this page, you'll transform. When he turns it, she really transforms. We don't know what it said, but we see her God of Thunder form. Powerful. But it's kind of uncontrollable for her. As in, she's not exactly herself when she uses it. She's like different. She's more like an animal. Like a cat. She's supposed to look... Yeah, she's supposed to look like a cat that's powerful and strong. A lot faster than Askin's absorption rate. Once you do major damage, well, she turns out the Christians to mess up. A little bit of community actually acts more like a cat. Like, she's not really. She's gonna be pretty pissed when she gets back to normal. Why were he written on that notebook? Must have really triggered that power. So we see why she doesn't want to use that power that. It's very powerful. And the animation just cut is amazing. Top notch with Studio Hero. Respect, mate. Respect. And they got a Black Clover Season 2 coming out later this year. Well, actually, not later this year. 2 months! Sorry, 3 months. And interesting enough, Especially in Global begins in July, as I said, which is yesterday. So it will air until September. Possibly early September. So most likely they'll announce around the time that ends. They'll announce when Black Clover Season 2 comes out. We know it's coming out sometime in October, but we don't know when. Other than my usual, mess doodles reviews when I can. Both in August. That way I can have September choose to binge Black Clover. I'm just going to re-binge Black Clover before Season 2. But I'm going to do it in late September. Only stop once we get a release date. So most likely I'll start rewatching Black Clover for it. And I did cover the arcs too, so if you're interested in my thoughts on them. Because you have pacing issues. Like the first arc's 13 episodes, but the manga arc is based off in the manga. It's 10 chapters. So yeah, they also extended up to 3 extra episodes. So I'm hoping once this is all done, they can make a remake Season 1, like they do with World Trigger. Like Toy Story World Trigger. They remake in Season 1 be more accurate to the manga with bad pacing. Not really it wasn't accurate, but, pacing was off. And we got a filler arc in the mid-2010s. In 2014. Yeah, filler arcs was starting to phase out at the time. Yeah, Black Clover still had some. No, sorry, not Black Clover. Yeah, get my point. Alright, if you're interested in other Black Clover content in the anime, I recommend watching the cutscenes of Black Clover Core Nights because it's a Naga game to play, but the story is great. So if you're a Black Clover fan, just look for the cutscenes of it. I even review that game on my game channel, which has been rebranded to Resident Games. Actually, not that one. I may not know this was. Anyway. Well, asking the shows up Ultraman's basically his holy form. More powerful, basically, because of that the damage resolution was most likely sped up. Everyone's got a tough time, but looks like I know what's gonna come next week. But that's a spoiler, not read the manga. I'm not gonna spoil what will happen. I'm not seeing the episode 70. Wish I watched it over cinema. That would be so fucking cool. But my local cinema view did not have it. It wasn't listed on the app. I know probably go all the way to Newport go to the cinema in Newport just to watch it. So yeah, so the episode ends. But yeah, pretty cool ending too. I like the opening's visuals, but the song, I may go on me. I'm not too sure about it right now. Sadly, no Weekly Shonen Jump logo this time. Why is that so inconsistent lately? If it's supposed to be Weekly Shonen Jump, there's nothing wrong showing it in the logo. I just don't understand why the inconsistent of it. It doesn't. I don't care if they have it or not. It just bugs me. They started using it when Lose the Samurai Season 1 started airing. Gets, for random seasons. Like Rurouni Kenshin. Like all the original arcs were published in Weekly Shonen Jump. Because the current arcs are ongoing. So, yeah, they didn't have a look of that for some reason. It's so inconsistent. Really inconsistent. And that is very annoying. But anyway, I'm looking forward to the next episode. So, if you guys watching enjoy my content, please don't support more Scott John. If you want to please come to. I apologize for the rant earlier. Wasn't intending to rant, but it happens. But again, if you know any good toku sites, please let me know, because I need to get back into reviews. So yeah, thank you. See you guys next time. Because well, I don't, if I do I'll maybe next week or sometime throughout the week to when I if I do another anime. I still plan to, but I don't know when to watch yet. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Yeah, please. Good feelings out.